If you want to find out about my offers, hit that buy me a beer link, or if you want to get into contact with me, hit the Twitter or Instagram link. How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here. I'm back with another Hbar update for you. I drew a nice yellow trend line. It was already there from last week, but I just extended it a little bit because it wasn't reaching here. And we can see that we actually confirmed it as support yesterday. We have multiple EMAs in this area, like an EMA band, and as long as we're maintaining them, as well as this yellow trend line, it's looking good for that continuation. So Hbar really could be setting up a huge move. If you remember back over here in this range, just before this breakout, I was actually posting on my Twitter as well. Make sure you do follow my Twitter and just simply head over to my Twitter or Instagram. This is where you can private message me, or all the other links you need are over there. Heading back to Hbar, where I did post, and again, I did post this on my Twitter. Before this breakout, just as it did, we were calling for from the breakout, a 60% move. I think this must have been in one of my thumbnails. But again, the other thumbnails were calling for higher levels from this breakout. This 1618 target is a 130% move. Incredible gains ahead for Hbar, but unfortunately we won't be meeting this target as long as we are below this gold box. When we look to the left, the structure is giving me clues, and the clue is that we have a harsh wick rejection over here, followed by suppression all the way down to the body candle close. So it's quite a large area of resistance. So we need to clear this area. I think I've already given this to you, which is 8 cents. So as long as Hbar does close above 8 cents, we're going to get this massive opportunity with a rise. Again, from current price, this would be a move of 111%. On the break of 8 cents, let's go right there. This would be a 76% move. This is just the 1618 target out of this retracement. So if I zoom out on the weekly time frame, we can see that we had a high over here on the left. And then, of course, we had our nice bull market, but came back into the bear market. And then we came back to this low, to this high now as a low. We went sideways for about 5-6 months if we want to include this May wick. And unfortunately, we had the FTX capitulation, which sent us lower, unfortunately. Now, when we capitulate, or when we dump and lose a key level of resistance, which should act as support, we should, in fact, return to the level below, which would have been, again, if this was our range over here, every time we ran into this resistance, we came down to this level, ran into the resistance, came back down to this level, which is about 3 cents. So in actual fact, on the loss of this, we should have come down to 3 cents. It didn't actually come all the way down there. Now on the reclaim, again, when we're coming up here, it should just be acting as resistance to then get down to 3 cents. But we didn't see that to be the case. We actually reclaimed the whole 6-month-long support over here. And after rallying to my target, which was 9.5 to 10 cents, simply because it was the 55 weekly EMA, I think it slightly missed it. It did slightly miss it, but luckily enough, I did give a little range of 9.5 to 10 cents, and I think we topped out. If you read up here on the H part, just hovering over it now, it says 9886290. So in between that 9.5 and 10 cent target, that was met. Very nice. And as we started dumping down, I was saying at all costs, we just need to hold this green box, which is between 5 and 6 cents. So yes, there is a little invalidation thing over here. It's just because we placed that trade. Now go back to the daily time frame, and essentially back over here after this small rally up, my apologies, just getting a phone call. After this small rally up over here, I did use the fibs. It gave me about a halfway point, and I was looking and telling you guys for entries over here exactly, waiting for this breakout. And I was saying that, you know, this could go wrong. The point where it goes wrong and I'll exit the buy position is on the loss of this low. So as long as we're maintaining it, I'm in this buy trade. And luckily enough, at the moment we broke out, we pumped in that same name 14%. We continued a little higher at max 30%, but to the closes 21%. Luckily enough for you guys, on that exact candle, I said get out of this trade, whether that's completely or take partial profits is what I actually signaled to you guys. And of course, after that, we need to also measure this large rally up and understand that about halfway, there we go, we're going to return to about halfway, in which we did, holding this daily trend line over here, where we had some scares over here. But as we can see, if we're zooming into those two specific candles, after a dump but actually reversing and engulfing the previous candle. So this is a bullish pattern, a bullish engulfing. But as we can see, we approached the 200, which is a key area of resistance. and we formed a bearish engulfing. But understand that this bearish engulfing just took us to the EMA band, whatever you want to call it, and this daily time frame support. Now we see earlier today we did get a pump. We're looking for that follow through, but unfortunately, guys, what I must make you aware of is that we are trapped underneath this 200 as well as these EMA bats. So we're trapped within this range between 6.5 to 6.8 cents. So until then, we're going to be consolidating. We can see that the apex where the two lines meet, you know, look at this uptrending line and this line, the 200 meets on the day of the 25th of April. So we've got a few days until that happens, but I would believe that the breakout or the breakdown, I just say breakout, there could mean anyway, but yeah, you are right. Up is breakout, down is breakdown. I just say breakout, guys. So we're going to get this breakout, which could mean down or up, before the 25th of April. Sorry if that was a bit confusing, but again, as long as we're holding these EMAs, this uptrend, we've got opportunities to break out of this resistance. But of course, after dumping with a bearish engulfing and holding it as support, we're trying to at least test and try and see if can we break this. The answer today is no, because this is the first tap of it. So now what I'd like to see, again, is just remain above this. It will give us another go at it on the loss of this level. Oh, guys, I've already drawn it out for you. We've got this, I'm going to actually pull it down a bit to that lowest body candle close, and we can see that, yeah, we're essentially holding this previous resistance over here at the moment as support. So going forward, just maintain this green box. On the loss of the green box, we're going to return to where our entry point is, which was about over there. So on the loss of this green box, which is 639, we would come back down to 604, 59, yeah, just 59 to 604. So basically 6 cent psychological level. I'm bullish as we maintain this. Oh, sorry about that. Just punched my mic. And yeah, I'm not going to believe in the invalidation of this potential 60% move until we're actually losing this 5.5 cent low. But yes, you are correct that in actual fact, we would still be holding key areas of support because the whole green box is 5 to 6 cent. But what I must say, we got this bullish trade because we formed this low and then a higher low. So I need to hold this going forward. The lowest point, yeah, especially the higher low, because this is the start of the uptrend. We have a low point, we have a high point, and then this low is higher than the last, and this high is higher than the last. So we have this uptrend. I want to maintain that. So going forward, I want to hold this, which is between 5.6, well, let's just say 5.7 and 6 cents. So on the loss of this yellow line, there are still, on this loss of this yellow uptrending line, there are still some horizontal supports that could actually, you know, come back down to and reclaim this yellow line. So I'm not seeing the loss of the yellow line at the moment. I just love to prepare you guys just in case. Now, you could even argue potentially, is this a shoulder, head and shoulder forming? Well, let me get you the technical target. Let's see now. I'm going to get a more aggressive one first, just to see where that is going down to. So on the loss of this right now, it's coming for the invalidation. But if we've now started this uptrend with the break out of this downtrending green line, we've started this uptrend when we're following this. So in actual fact, because we're now in the opposite trend, because we're not in a downtrend, because we broke out, it can still continue down like this, of course, but at the moment we've broken out of this downtrending line. So we're trying to start this uptrend and we're holding this uptrending line. So on the loss of the uptrending line, it's looking for the downtrend continuation, isn't it? But again, what I want to show you over here, the less aggressive target, sorry, the dog's going crazy because Abby just got home. And then over here, you can see the less aggressive target, which might make more sense simply because, again, we're potentially in this uptrend, and in uptrends, we see these bearish patterns that tend to not work. The best example was the bear market. We saw multiple W's, we saw multiple inverse head and shoulders, and they just weren't working because of the trend down. So in uptrends, we should see bearish patterns that do not work. And if they do work, we'll meet the target. That would still be above the invalidation point, hopefully, if it is the less aggressive target. And then we'd eventually form maybe a double bottom over here. You could see that would be somewhat of a double bottom. But again, you could be forming that double bottom already over here. You don't have to go lower than this because we're following this uptrending line. So sort of a ascending triangle we see at the moment. Again, I've already measured these breakouts for you. The breakout of the ascending or double bottom over here will take you back up to about 9.8 cent. This would be meeting our 60% breakout target ever since the breakout down here. And of course, looking for a break above this high for a pump towards 14 cent. We will go high in the future. I've mentioned those levels in the past: 20, 25 cent, 30 cent. We will be getting up to those levels eventually. This could be a year away. No one knows. I'd rather not say, give you a date on it, because that is absolute nonsense. No one knows. Anyone telling you is something's going to hit on this date, just stop listening to them on that exact day. But here you go. Look, the fib levels are telling us eventually, as long as we're holding this green low, we'll hit 14.5. We will hit 20. We will hit 30. But it's all eventual. Look right now. How long has this dump taken? And this reaccumulation. This is why I'm not going to put time dates on it. It's stupid to do so. How do you know how long a correction is going to last? How do you know it's going to hit on that date? It's all, yeah, I'm not going to get into it anymore. But yeah, do you understand why I get a bit annoyed? Because you can tell straight away who's scamming, who's not scamming on YouTube. Selling you lies, essentially. So I'd rather just give you validation, invalidation points, and no time frame on it. Just know that, okay, hold this low. We're in this buy trade up to here. Once you break above this, continuation to there, essentially. But yeah, until then, we just need to close above 8 cent, and we're going up to there. There is that risk if we're holding this 200 daily EMA right now and we actually manage to lose these EMAs. We're looking for lower. Can this low of 5.5 cent hold? I love it to do so. If you want to take action on my courses, mentorship, be a part of my chat, I think I'm even going to open an option where you guys can just simply, on my buy me a beer link, buy me a coffee, whatever you want to call it, over here, I think I'm going to make a new link so that you guys can actually request, I already have a thing for private TA, but for you guys to request specific YouTube videos. Of course, I will say, again, this was from a subscriber that suggested this, and they paid for this TA. So if you want that, let me know. I'll make an option on my buy me a beer link if that's something of interest to you guys. Otherwise, contact me on my Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you like this video. Just punch my mic again. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another 100 potential 100x token. I wanted to make it today, just didn't have time because I had so many lessons. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys.